Turbo.
You two really seem to be communicating better, getting on the same page. What enabled that tonight? How far have you guys come in these 7 weeks?
You know, it get better and better every week, and you know, I just feel like, you know, the more repetition, the better it get. The more repetition, the better it get. And tonight, you know, we had a couple. You know, they were trying to stop the run the whole game, and you know, we had some wide open lanes for the receivers. So, you know, that's going to help us out more if it's more one-on-one.
You have mentioned that at practice, Peyton will often coach you as though you're in kindergarten. How do you see that now translating into the games?
So it's great. You know, one of the routes I was telling you about, I asked to score the touchdown on it, and you know, it just get better and better every week. You know, we sit down, we talk. You know, I do the things he want me to do, and you know, I just get better and better, more repetition.
Demaris, congratulations. Let's turn to Champ Bailey, who we spoke to before the game. And Champ, you had said against this offense, we just have to do our jobs. You held Drew Brees to 213 yards passing. How were you guys so effective?
You know, I got to give a lot of credit to our front. I mean, our coaches made great calls, and boys up front were just playing nasty and hungry. And that's what I tell them every week, man. I'm leaning on you, and they show up every week, and I got to give a lot of credit to those guys.
Champ, you've been through a lot of ups and downs with this team. Right now, you're 4-3. How do you see yourself with the toughest part of your schedule behind you? How do you see the rest of this season playing out?
You know, I really don't know. One game at a time. We really can't look past our next opponent because you never know, man. Teams get hot, they get cold. You never know. You got to show up every week ready to do your job, and that's how we got to take it.
Well, your defense showed up tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Champ Bailey was part of an outstanding defensive effort that bottled up Drew Brees. Bailey and Manning are down on the field with Michelle.
Well, Peyton, a little bit of a scare just before halftime when your hand hit that helmet. What happened? How's the thumb?
Yeah, that's always kind of a quarterback's their biggest fear is a hand on a helmet, but I think it's just the fingernail. Actually, it'll be sore tomorrow, but wasn't too bad. I was able to play in the second half.
You have been looking for a complete game out of this team, and how did this one measure up to what you've been hoping for?
Well, I'm sure the coaches will find some mistakes on the film, Michelle, but it sure was close. Coming off the bye week, we thought we should be better. Guys were rested. We corrected some things that were giving us trouble throughout the first few games and really came out offensively and defensively and special teams. I thought pretty much played a complete game. This
was your 5th consecutive game with 300 yards passing, which I'll note is a Broncos franchise record. And when you consider Elway played here, that's something. How far have you come in these 7 games?
Well, I think our team has come far, especially offensively, as far as what I'm doing every day. Our receivers, I have a better rapport with them. Our offensive line has a better feel for what plays they like. Willis and Ryan did a great job running the ball tonight. That sure opened up some passing lanes. So I think the team is really maturing. Hopefully we can just keep that going.
Yeah, and you mentioned Demetrius Thomas, who's standing right next to you. The two of you do seem to be getting in a groove. You're getting in a groove with all your receivers.
Well, these guys are very talented, and the more repetitions, the more situations we're in, the more we should improve. Demaris played great tonight, and sure am proud of him.
Well, I thought Peyton was outstanding, Bob, and you heard him talk about rapport. You heard Demetrius Thomas talk about repetitions, and that's what I saw tonight. You saw a team that was in sync. He knows some of his old teammates, but guys like Willis McGahee understanding when they're going to get the ball and the timing that has to be perfect. Eric Decker, how am I going to run this corner route? What angle am I going to come out at? And you're starting to see this just look better and better, and I've got some bad news for the rest of the AFC. I think Peyton Manning, his performance is going to improve as the season goes on. I've seen him get a team on 8, 9, 10-game winning streaks. I think that could happen for Denver.